mute. Big mute went down. Nice. I like it when I can see myself talking and I realize that the big mute's gone down, which means we are now live streaming. We are out there on YouTube. We got Nick coming up with the breathing motto. Look at this. We happen to have the breathing motto on the background here behind me. It's just a perfect day, except for, you know what? Now it's getting a little hot. Remember the other day we were talking about rains coming and maybe some wind. And now we're talking about, oh my gosh, it's going to be so hot. So everything's going to dry out. And Nick's going to get making sure that we are staying on top of our hydration. I have two waters today. Here's my classic water. My other beverage is a coconut water. Sometimes I like to rehydrate my body with coconut water, especially after yesterday's waves for all. Coconut water and regular water. And here goes Nick. Nick, are you going to be doing your balance?
Oh, yeah.
All right, hey, I want you to, I know you know the breathing motto really well, so I don't want you to worry about mistakes on that. I want you to really focus on your balance. I want you to give it a real good concentration. Show us what you've been working on. Take it away.
I will. And by body, 2 and 1, and breathe in the dirt. Breathe out the bed. Breathe in the attic. And breathe out the bed. Breathe in bed. And breathe out the wood. And breathe in my power. So that we might one day the bed and don't but.
God, Nick, again, showing us his balance goals, showing us the progress that he's been making. And if you all haven't been watching, too many of these workouts, you might not have seen as much progress as I have, but I know some of you, we've been seeing Nick from the very beginning to now. And again, I'll tell you what, I am incredibly impressed, Nick. I got to tell everybody real quickly about Nick and that leg balance. And when we first started working out together, and when we did our first Race for Autism, I remember when Nick was going over some of the speed bumps and the curbs, they were a little bit of a challenge. I've noticed that now Nick doesn't have the same difficulties with getting over those speed bumps, getting up onto those curbs, and moving around on those level changes. And Nick, I'm really impressed with your progress. I know that single leg balance goal, you're going to reach it. And I've already been seeing things happening for you that are a part of your training, that are, kind of in addition to that goal. So again, everybody, remember, you might have a fitness goal. You might think it's something that's going to be a long time coming, but you also might realize that there's other little goals that you're going to achieve along the way. And if, you might not be thinking about those. And then when they happen, it's going to be a real nice surprise. You're going to be like, wow, how great is this? On my path to being fit and well, here I am hitting some other goals and getting accomplished some things that were giving me difficulty. Let's see if we can find a little background here, and let's go ahead and get ready. We're going to be getting our head and neck warmed up. Well, I like this one right here. We're going to bring this color wheel up. We haven't had the color wheel in a while, but it's back. And again, right up above, if I go ahead and bring my head up, I'm looking right up at red. So it's kind of like I'm trying to just bring my eyes up, maybe bring my chin up like I'm looking right up at that red square. And I don't know what's behind me. Let's take a look behind me. Let's see, what would it be? Is there any? There's nothing behind me. We're gonna maybe we should call it navy, but that'd just be blue. What do you think it is? Is it? I don't know, right? We lift our arms up with the I don't know. What kind of? Oh, it's baby blue. Oh my gosh! All right. So let's go ahead and again, we have to try to find out. Let's go ahead and bring our head up, going to red, bringing it down to where we know is baby blue, tucking our chin against our chest. Let's go up one more. We got red up here. Now let's go over here to purple. So we're going to bring our head now over to the side. I got my chin going over to my shoulder over here. And now going over here, we got, looks like lime green. So let's go back and forth. We're over at the lime green. Let's bring it over to purple again. Going over to purple. Let's go down to baby blue. Let's go up to purple. Up. I went to lime green. Let's go back down to baby blue. Let's go up to purple. And let's go baby blue again. Now lime green. Now back to red. All right, let's go across the body. So we have over here, we got yellow, Yellow. I'm a bad weather person. Remember that yellow. And then down here is blue. So let's go yellow and blue going across our body. So I got yellow. I'm kind of bringing my chin up, but now instead of being down here, I have it up here. And then I'm just going to bring it down to the shoulder, kind of tucking it in, looking down at the ground, going up and going down. Oh, it's good. Just like my shirt. We're kind of got yellow and then we got blue. There we go. Let's go one more time. Kind of going up here towards the orange a little bit. And blue. Let's switch it up the other way now here. So we have the kind of magenta, kind of purple color here. And then we're bringing it down towards what? Green. So we got green and magenta. Green and magenta. Let's go one more time, bringing it down to green and bringing it up to magenta. And again, that's just going across our body like we were just making a diagonal line. Now let's go ahead and work on moving our head, but again, not in the rotation, but in forward and backwards. So this is going to be our giraffe head turtleneck. If I face this way, I'm going to be facing the yellow right here. And so I'm going to reach out giraffe head like I'm trying to get out here and kind of eat one of these right here. I can hold it in my hand, try to eat it like it's a green apple. So I'm going out towards the green. And now when I bring it back, I want to bring my chin back like I'm going back here towards the purple. Trying to keep my body nice and tall. I'm going to go out and in. There we go. We go giraffe head. And then we bring it in, turtleneck. Again, out giraffe head, turtleneck. And let's go one more time. Giraffe head and turtleneck. All right. Now let's go for the ear lift. So with me, I got kind of a red, magenta, and orange up here. So let's go ahead and I'm going to be right here at red. It looks a little sideways. Oh, you know, that drives me crazy. Oh, that looks way better. Still a little sideways. This is me sitting up straight. It looks like I'm the leaning tower of Coach John, doesn't it? This is like how it is. Is that in Italy or is that in Venice? At the same place? Looks a little better. I got to sit. I have to lean to the side to keep it straight. I don't know what to do here. Let's go ahead and do an ear lift. So I'm going up towards the orange. My ears going up and my shoulders going down. Now, if you're sitting down or standing up, you can do this one. Just again, you got to think about it. You got to bring that ear up and you're going to stretch the side of your neck right here. There you go. Let's hold it there. 3, 2, 1. Let's bring our head right back into the middle with red. See if you can reach your head up to red. Try to do a reach up with your neck like you're going straight up with both ears, if you think about it, and then bring it back down. And now let's go with the other ear going up. So now over here for me, it's kind of towards magenta, shoulders going down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Let's have a water break. I know Bernie was probably thinking it's time to have some water. And again, we've just been working out our neck. So feel the difference compared to the rest of your body. Your neck, you're going to be feeling something right now. Those muscles have been communicating with your brain. And let's keep that going. We're going to take it down into the shoulders, get the whole body going. We got AC in the house, ADC in the house. Hey, everybody. Again, we got Sulpizio Center. We got North County. I really, really hope your power's back on North County. I hope we got that worked out. Nick, do you think they got the power back on in North County? I don't know. I don't know either, Nick. Remember, when we do the shoulder shrug, we're actually working out our trapezius. We're getting our arms to lift up using a muscle that's across our upper back. How cool is that? So again, I can bring up and down. Let's do a couple up and downs with both if we're able to. Let's bring them both up, maybe hold them up. That's something we can do. And we can hold them up here and we can actually still move our body around. We can keep our body up. We can bring things down. What about just one side? We have one up. What about one down? And then switching out. Try to do the switch. So remember, we have reciprocating and alternating. This is reciprocating right here. They're both moving together and they're kind of going at the opposite directions. If we wanted to alternate, we might do something like one up, one down. And this would be more kind of like alternating. So we're switching sides, but it's not happening at the exact same time. Now, this is still all trapezius. Let's go ahead and do some circles. Let's do those kind of shoulder circles. People might call this a shoulder circle. There's a lot of ways you can circle your shoulders. Your shoulders do so much. But let's think about bringing them forward, bringing them backwards, bringing them around. Can't really bring them out too far. Again, if you try to bring them out to the side, you end up getting into, then your elbow starts to fire up, because then what happens? Your muscles have teammates. And so what happens when you try to start moving out and you're thinking out and expanding, well, your body's like, hey, I got muscles for you for that. I can help you with that. But you just have to put the thoughts in the process. Let's go ahead and get to our elbows. Let's do that. So let's reach out with the elbow. Let's bring that elbow out. Let's bring our elbow back. And then let's bring our elbow in front of our body. All right, now think about how you did that. Did you do it the way I did it, where we went back to front? What's another way we could do that? Down, low, and up, right? So we got down, low, moving it up. We can bring it back. We can bring it around and down. We can even bring it up higher. We can bring it all the way around. Oh my gosh, this is an incredible part of our body, but we got to love it. What's the number one thing that we really need to do? Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Give it a squeeze. Give that armpit a good squeeze. Give it a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, 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 and then relax. Now just move it around. Let it go kind of freely. You might even feel a difference. Let's say, like, I've had some differences in my shoulders. I've had my right shoulder and left shoulder be very different from each other, to where I had to work with them independently before I started working with them back together again. Let's go over to our other side. Nice, bringing it up. I got to move my seat just a little bit. There we go. Bringing it up and down. Nice job. There we go. Bernie, what was that comment in there, Ben? She caught me with her comment. Bring it back. Bring it forward.
Don't forget to hydrate, John.
Don't forget to hydrate. Of course, Bernie. Yes. Everybody, let's try it out. If we're able to, let's hold that elbow up and hydrate. For you, Bernie, we're staying on top of it. Bringing it in and out. Remember, when we're working on those shoulders, again, independent exercise is going to be a really great way to strengthen them up, but also how we squeeze the muscles. So keep on moving around with me. We're playing with all those directions, but now let's go for the squeeze. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I'm squeezing just to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax and let it move. And this is what I was talking about. Sometimes when you have the imbalances, if you preload those muscles, if you give them a squeeze, if you give them some stability, if you give them something to work with, what you're going to be able to do then is kind of get more of the team fired up, more of the team's kind of ready to go. And then when you go ahead and say, all right, team, let's go ahead and do some work, they're going to be ready for you to do that. All right, let's go ahead and get some movements with our arms going. We're going to use this color wheel right here. And let's go ahead and think about reaching out in front of our body to start with. We're going to do 2 different reaches, but the first reach, we're going to do a forward reach. So let's reach out like we're reaching out towards kind of the purple. So forward and out. And then let's just go around the color wheel. We're going to go up. We're going to go kind of up to this way. Imagine you're high-fiving a big red dot over your head. Imagine you're now going, maybe, look, we're getting into a teacup here, going for the high five. Now look at this one. I could teacup around or maybe come across my front of my body. So check that. There's 2 different ways we can get to that yellow one. Which one's your favorite way? I like the teacup, but this one feels a little easier. Let's try to go across our body now. And don't worry about trying to reach too far. If you want to try to reach a little bit, you can. But again, look at this. I'm wearing right now, if you can't see, I'm wearing just one of my Navy PT shirts. And when I reach across my body, that word Navy, it's not really moving a lot. But here's the difference. If I wanted to keep going, I could then go into other parts of my body. So let's go ahead right now and think about keeping our core strong. And when we get Nick up here for some core training in a minute, we'll see if he wants to get things twisted and turning. All right. You heard that, Nick. That's right. I just put you in the hot seat. All right. Let's go across the body. Let's go. And let's bring it now down. So we're reaching across and down. Maybe let's try to reach down to the ground with that hand as far down as we can. And then trying to kind of reach over and then reaching right back up. Let's start that again with reaching out now with the other side. So I'm switching out. Let's do a couple just outward reaches. So we're extending our arm out. We're reaching out. This might be as if you're trying to grab something that's not too heavy. Maybe I wanted to grab a snack right now. I could reach out and I could grab a light snack. I had a light snack sitting right here. And if I want to reach out and put it back, that would be a good, move right here. If I was going to reach up, what would be something I might be reaching up to do? Does anybody have any idea? What would be something I might be reaching up? What would be something I might be reaching over my head for? Or even reaching over my head for? Again, there's a lot of activities. We got some chat room typing going in. Let's reach across our body this way, bringing it across this way. Ooh, we got Chris, Paul, Kendall going down, going across the front. So again, we're reaching kind of in all directions. Now what I want us to do, to grab a book on a bookshelf. That was a good, I was thinking of grabbing like maybe like seasoning is what I was gonna say, salt, but I don't really grab for salt too much, but like seasoning and stuff. Sometimes those are kind of put high up. If you're in the kitchen and you need to reach up for something, there could be a reason. Imagine you're using a seated position and you're still trying to get to something. And maybe you're holding something in one hand and you're going to need to use the other hand to kind of do a different reach. You know, there's times where you might have that situation going on. Maybe you're holding yourself in place and you're also extending out. So you have both arms are working. One hand's on the wheel and the other hand's going to be reaching out and trying to kind of get that object. So remember, when you're thinking about moving your arms around, think about this color wheel and think about all the different directions that we can get our body moving around. All right, let's go. Let's go. I know, Bernie, you want to do water break, Bernie? Is that what you got? Bernie's typing something in. Let's go ahead and have a sip of water. We got a great group on here right now. Check this out. We got Mary Jo's in the house. Leslie's here. Hey, Leslie, it's good for you to be here. Carl, my man Carl's here. Jude, we got Sammy in the house. Evan's in the house. Chris, Paul, Kendall, Mariana. Is Tion there? I can't see. Oh, not today. All right. We got Caitlin in the house. We got Byron, Bernie. We got the team leaders on here. Karen, are you set up? Hold on, everybody. We got it. We got to stop everything real. All right, we're back on. Karen is now set up as co-host as well. She sometimes sneaks right in the workout here. And again, we have 3 co-hosts helping me out. And you can see I'm able to be here and just enjoying the workout with you. And we have Ben, we have Carrie and Karen. We got Angela's joining us right now. We got some great friends here today. And remember, so far, you should feel a little bit more of a connection in your upper body, maybe in your neck, maybe in your shoulders, maybe in your, like Karen was talking about, the deltoids. That's right. When we're connecting our arm to our body, deltoid's a big part of it. Armpit, maybe even a bigger part of it, because look where the armpit's connecting here to our torso. If we want to get our torso moving, we want to get our rib cage moving. What are some ways we can do that? One of them is with a nice deep breath. Let's all take a nice deep breath and let it fill in your lungs. Let your lungs expand. And what you're actually doing also is stretching your rib muscles. There's muscles in between all those ribs, and we're going to stretch them out. And then relax. Just let everything kind of breathe in, and maybe even give your abdominals a squeeze. Give an abdominal squeeze. Squeeze those core muscles. Squeeze right behind your belly button. Keep squeezing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go big again. Big deep breath. Breathing in, let your ribs expand out. You're going to feel like your body's big, like you're like maybe a strong wrestler or something, trying to be all tough. And then let's go ahead and breathe out. Breathe in and kind of squeeze. Feel your ribs kind of squeeze it a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and relax. We don't think about our rib muscles, everybody. Not a lot of people. Just like the armpit, we're not thinking about the rib muscles, the muscles that are attached between each and every rib. That when we inhale, exhale, when we twist and turn, when we lift something and when we hold something close, those muscles, well, they're working for us. They're firing up for you to keep all of this area strong and protected, keep your organs in a good spot, keep your spine in a good spot. So don't forget about the rib muscles too. We want to make sure all the muscles in our body are getting a good workout. Even the muscles in our face, even the muscles that make us smile. Let's all go ahead. Let's get ready for a great big smile in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's put it on. And let's go with a big frown. Let's put the frown on our face. Got the sad face. Triste. Right, Carla? Yeah, Carla's like, he got it. Triste means sad in Spanish. And I'm learning Spanish with my daughter. And again, triste means sad. Carla, I don't know how to say Home Alone, but if you do the Home Alone face, you're doing this one. Yeah. And so we're working out our jaw where you have muscles in my neck. You could see them. I was kind of pointing to them. But again, when we're doing that home alone face, when we're smiling, when we're frowning, you know, a lot of times when we're smiling, we might not even be realizing it until what your cheeks, who's ever had your cheeks get kind of sore? Like maybe you were talking with a friend and y'all were laughing and just sharing stories and you started to feel it in your face because you have muscles in your face, everybody, and we can train those muscles. We can work them out. It all just requires our mind thinking about those muscles, just like the breath hold. Let's do a breath hold, and then let's bring up Nick for some core training. And what are you guys thinking on the breath hold? I think we talked about something the other day, didn't we? Oh my gosh, we did. Who remembers? If y'all don't remember, we're not doing it, because I do remember. All right, everybody, let's have a sip of water. If anybody remembers what the challenge
Wasn't it
was.
60 seconds, Coach John?
It was. That was Karen's idea. It was a 60-second breath hold. So we're going to try it. But hang tight. Let's have a sip of water, everybody. Let's get ready for something real serious here. Okay. This is a lot of time. We're going to try to do it. If you can't make it, I don't want you to worry about that at all. I want you to breathe whenever you want to breathe. You can take that deep breath. You can breathe it right in. Now, I also don't want anybody to push themselves too hard thinking that they got to make it. If you got to breathe, just go ahead and breathe and we'll get it on the next one. We'll do the traditional breath hold. But for anybody who's going to get this, this is what you have to do. You got to listen. This is number one important thing. You're going to see me doing it too. And if you're watching and you join in the next 60 seconds, you're going to, this is weird. But we're holding our breath, everybody. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to hold our breath longer than what we normally would do as a breath hold. And we're doing it as an experiment. And you can stop the experiment at any time. You can just go ahead and breathe. Well, some of us are going to try to go for that 1 minute breath hold. It's going to take only one big thing. Who knows what it is? Nick knows. I know you're right, Nick. You got to relax. You have to relax. You will not make it if you're all amped up, if you're nervous, if you're trying to hold your breath too hard, you're going to end up using up, again, your energy. Your carbon dioxide is going to have to get out and you're going to breathe. And that's okay. All right, let me make sure my timer is working. We're going to go official time because I don't want to count all that on my hands. So we're going to go with an official timer. It's at 0. Take a practice breath, everybody. Here we go. This is going to be real fun as a team. We got a great group of people. Let's all hold our breath. I want everybody, when you're holding your breath, I want you to think about somebody who's special to you. And I want you to hold your breath. I want you to give it your best. And I want you to keep them in mind. Anybody that's special to you that's going to help motivate you, I want you to put them in mind. Let's get ready. We're going to go ahead in 3. We're going to breathe in 2 times. Hold the 3rd. 3, 2, 1. Let's breathe in. Relax. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe and hold. Relax. Wow. Wow. Woo. That was Karen. I hope you got it, Karen, because that was Karen's idea. And wow. So everybody, you probably felt it. Karen made it. She got it. you would have felt it at some point in time. For me, it was right at about 44 seconds, 40 seconds-ish. My body was like, we gotta breathe. We gotta work through this. And then there was something in my mind that was like, hey, you know what? Maybe we can get through this a little longer. Maybe we can keep going. Ben got to 30. Nice job, Ben. That is great. Everybody, remember, when we do a breath hold, even if it's for 10 seconds, we're working with our mind, we're working with our body, and it's helping us to appreciate the most important thing, or one of the most important things in the world, which is oxygen and our relationship with oxygen. Now, if you practice your breath hold, you're going to practice building that relationship with oxygen, with our lungs, and with our blood. And that's going to help our entire body to be more energized, for every cell in our body to feel really jazzed up and always kind of ready for doing something. And maybe doing something is doing something for yourself, or maybe it's to help somebody else. Nick, I hope you're ready for something for our core. Let's go ahead and let's bring Nick up. And Nick, let's go for a good 3-pack. Let's get 3 core exercises, and we'll get you unmuted. I'm going to join you along up here. We got AC in the house, everybody. Mariana up front. Hey, everybody at AC, waving to you. We got AC with Nancy up front. Yeah, Nancy. And we got Carl. Everybody looks to Apizio Center. We got Abraham up front. Byron giving those waves to Caitlin, Alicia, ADC, and the seniors looking good to Robin. Yeah, Robin, Judes, Evan, Angela, Yolanda, Angela, there you are. Yolanda's there. Rainier, yeah, Rainier. Great to have you on here. Yeah, Peter. All right, everybody. We got a great group on. Nick, what are you going to do with this wonderful team of people? Remember, Nick's going to be working on our core. He's going to be working on our core. And so he's going for the witch's pot. So we got to stir it up. Nick, give us a countdown.
3, 2, and 1.
Nice. How many are we going to do?
25.
25. All right. Doing the witch's pot. We'll switch up directions at about number 12 or 13.
Yeah.
There you go. Now bend those knees, Nick. Get down low. There's soup all the way down in the bottom. And then remember, go up when you stand up, and then down when you go down. There you go. Down and out, up and in. There you go, Nick. And now what Nick is doing is what we were talking about the other day, which is a pattern. Remember Friday we talked about patterns? Nick is developing a pattern in his body, in his entire body, by the way. And for this witch's pot, I'm doing this in a seated position where I'm kind of rocking forward and then rocking backward as we stir it out. Nice job, Nick. Get down low and get down in that witch's pot. There you go. I like calling it a gumbo pot too. Keep it going, Nick, stirring it up. Nice job, man. Keep it going. Keep it going. Bringing it around, stirring it up. I'm going to try even one-handed. You can do one-handed witch's pot. Reach out as far as you can. Nice job. Reach out there. Reach out there. Keep it going. Keep it going. Nice job. Keep it going, Nick. Give us a countdown.
10,
10,
9,
9,
8,
8. Get down low. Get down low.
6,
There you go.
5,
Strong legs, man.
4, 3, 2, and 1.
Have a sip of water while you're thinking about what's next. Everybody, remember that witch's pot, it's a total body exercise. If you're doing it the way Nick was doing it, now you might have just been watching this. You might be watching the whole workout thinking to yourself, I'm going to do some of this later on. I'm going to try 1 or 2 of these, maybe all these exercises out. Remember, if you're on YouTube, you can just hit pause. You can watch it at any time. If you're on Zoom right now, remember, you can find the workouts on YouTube, on the Get TruFit YouTube. They're all there and they're live. We got like hundreds of workouts in there, and you can always go back and at any time watch something cool going on and then practice it yourself. I like that witch's pot for something to practice. Nick, what are you going for now?
Put that hook.
He's going to do it back up a little bit. Scoot back a little bit more. All right, everybody. So Nick's going for the push-up hold. Scoot back a little bit more. Keep going back. Keep going back. Keep going back. We can still see you. You got it. You're good. Let's bring that other hand back, the left hand a little bit back. There you go, right about there. So remember, everybody, what Nick is going to do right here is a push-up hold. What I want you to think about, there you go. Hold on, Nick, just show us. Now go back up, rest up for a second. What I want you to think about, if you can, if you have a desk, you can maybe lean into your desk and hold your body at an angle. If you want to get down on the ground, go ahead right now if you want to. You can get down on the ground. You can do this on your knees. You could do this on your toes. You could do this on the countertop. Any way you want to do it goes. If you want to do it in the air, you can do it like this. I want to keep rhyming. Ben knows it. Ben's like, yeah, Coach John's starting to rhyme. All right, stop. Or if you want to, if you have something to hold, if you have something heavy to hold, you can do a heavy hold. Because Nick's also doing kind of a heavy hold. He's holding his body up. What are you going to do with the bar, Nick? You going to put your hands on the bar for the push?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and go back up. I just wanted to get you to do those 2 push-ups. All right, everybody. I'm going to do a desk press. All right. This is my desk is right here. You've seen it right here. There it is. It's kind of like a corner desk. And I'm going to lower down and hold myself right here. And Nick, when you're ready, you count it down. And are you going to do reps or are you going to do it for time?
But time.
It's going for time, everybody. That's a way. That's a style of training. We're going to do the isometric hold. Go, Nick.
And 5, body, 2, and 1, and down.
There we go. So we're down. We're holding this kind of box position. Keep it going, Nick. I'm going to give you 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You're using the triceps. You got your pecs, remember, connecting to your ribs. You got muscles that are across your back with your scapula back there. There you go, Nick. Let that trapezius, let those rhomboids and trapezius relax. Your shoulders are strong, man. You got this. You just keep holding yourself there. You're going to start to shake. Your body's going to start to shake. You're going to feel, if you feel in the shakies, that's okay. You got to kind of keep pushing through. You're getting those little stabilizer muscles. They're all getting off the bench. They're getting fired up. I'm starting to feel some shakies kind of in both of my shoulders there too. It doesn't feel like it hurts. If it hurts, you want to stop doing it. But if it doesn't hurt, if it feels like it's just like, oh, there's a little muscle activity going on in there, that's because that's what's going on right there. Keep it going. Again, using the triceps in the back of the arm. Nick, stay down low. There you go. Keep it going. You want to give us a countdown?
30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 30, 22, 21, 20, 28, 30, 30, 50, 40, 30, 12. Yes, 10, 9, 8, 7, 10.
Push it.
2, and 1.
Oh my gosh, everybody. Again, we saw that on Friday. We gave Nick the choice to pick however long he wanted to keep doing that exercise. He chose 30 seconds, everybody. He could have picked 5. He showed us what he's made of. Nick, what do we got next up? Last one.
Wait.
Go for the plank. All right, scoot back to the same spot where you did the push-ups at so we can see you. Keep scooting. Keep scooting. Keep scooting. Now, everybody, I'm going to be doing the seated abdominal squeeze. I do my abdominal squeeze with my elbows up to kind of match Nick, but also when you bring your arms up right about here, your abdominals get involved. Right about right here, my abdominals, they're just kind of holding me up. But right when I get about, oh, there they go. And you can feel it. So now my abdominals are engaged because of my arm position. Nick, are you up?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, bring your butt down. There you go. Keep it going. There you go, right there. Lock it in, down a little bit. Bring it to the hard spot. Show everybody where it's the toughest for you. Show them where it feels like it's the toughest. Is that the spot right there?
Yeah.
Can you make it any harder on yourself just to show us? Okay, now hold it right there. Ha, everybody. We got Nick into the absolutely best position because in the plank, it's going to feel difficult. Nice job, Nick. Relax, everybody. It's going to feel very difficult when you're in that tough position. Now, Nick also had done the witch's pot and we had done the push-up hold. And so again, Nick's working out his core with all those exercises. That was a really solid plank, Nick. That was probably in the 30, 45 second range. And again, great job to Nick. Let's give Nick a little round of applause here. You can go around if you want to, like we got the color wheel here. But again, great job to Nick and great job to all. You know, I saw a lot of folks on here who were going along. They were working out along with us, moving along. And I saw a lot of folks who were watching, they were learning, getting ideas. And maybe you're in a classroom right now, maybe you're at a center, maybe you're at program, and you're thinking, you know, when I get home later on today, maybe I'm going to try some of these exercises. And what I like to think about, if there's ever a time when maybe you're in between, you know, like you maybe doing some reading, maybe you're thinking about doing technology time, before you do that, do a little bit of exercise. So do a little bit of exercise before you start up any technology, because the technology is going to suck you in. Remember the black hole we had up here on the background the other day? It's like, oh my gosh, we're going to get sucked into this black hole of technology if we don't start exercising and exercising fast. And so again, think about that. A lot of the exercises we see on here, even better sometimes, do a meditation, do some breath work, do some yoga. You know, if you're having maybe a tough day, maybe if it's just any day, if it's a day of the week that ends in Y, I think it's a good day for yoga and meditation and things like that too. So I did see we got Coach Emily in the house. We're going to bring her up in just a few minutes, but let's go ahead and let's check in with the co-hosts. Let's see if there's anything else that they want to see from me or from any of the leadership. If y'all had a game plan set up in place, and maybe you got a challenge for myself or a challenge for one of the leaders. What you thinking, Carrie?
I saw Coach Emily on.
Coach Emily's on. Yeah.
Yes, let's do meditation Monday.
You want to bring her up? You want to bring her up right now?
Yes.
Okay. And I was thinking of an exercise too, Carrie. I was thinking about you as well, where again, maybe we're just working with kind of our hands and our wrists and stuff. So maybe there's a way we could work that in, Coach Emily. I know some of our participants are working on strengthening their hands and wrists, and maybe there's a way we could work that in. And I hope if you're in Florida, I hope you're ready, because you know we just had our storm out here, and now there's a tropical storm that's heading towards Florida, which is that where you are, Coach Emily? It looks foggy.
I am, yes. I'm actually, and talking about being able to do TruFit anywhere, I'm at a car dealership in Florida, or waiting on a car. So yes, and so far so good. I'm on the coast where we should be okay, but fingers crossed. And I know you guys just had to do a storm there too. So 'tis the season. So thanks for checking in, Coach John, about the weather. The other thing. Yeah.
Are you in a good spot to do some meditation, or would you want to try another time depending on your scenario?
I can do some meditation. There's a waiting room right in front of me, but they let me step to the side, so I should be good. And if anybody hears us, maybe they'll learn more about TruFit. So it's kind of a win-win. But one thing you made me think of, Coach John, is this weekend I really wanted to do my yoga and meditation, but I usually do it right in the morning, and then I got really busy and I had a lot going on, so I kept putting it off. And because I didn't do it first thing, I wasn't able to get it done. And then I got mad at myself and I was feeling disappointed, but I had to remind myself that it's okay from time to time when we fall out of our routine. And that's not a reason to quit. It's just a reason to pick back up and to do it again. And what I learned for myself is that I really have to do it first thing in the morning, or I have to have my schedule. Because if I'm off schedule and by the end of the day, I'm just too tired, or like you said, we get distracted by technology or TV. So whatever works for you, but also if you get off track, you can get right back on track. And we can't be don't be hard on yourself. Just know that you can do it, and you can. Sometimes we're, following our good routines, and sometimes we get off, but we can get right back onto it. So thank you for saying that. I needed to hear it today.
Absolutely. I just had waves for all yesterday, and that always is such a busy day helping everybody, and it takes a good reset.
Yes. All right, everybody. So we'll get started with Meditation Monday. So wherever you are, let your feet just kind of connect to the ground. So if your feet can touch the ground, then that's great. If not, just imagine your feet have the support of the ground underneath you. I invite you to close your eyes or look down at the floor. And wherever you are, first just notice your feet on the ground. And as you notice the ground supporting your feet, let your feet just relax into your shoes or into the floor. Always feeling the support of the ground underneath us. From there, move your hands to your belly, and we're going to do some of our balloon breaths. So imagine you have a balloon inside of your belly. Let's inhale, breathe into your belly, fill up your balloon. And exhale with your hands, push out your air, push your belly. 3 more times. Inhale, breathe into your balloon, breathe into your belly. Exhale, push out your air. 2 more. Inhale, breathe into your belly. Exhale, push out your air. Last one. Inhale, breathe into your belly. Exhale, push out your air. Keeping your eyes closed or looking down at the floor, place your hands over your heart. And take a second to maybe call to mind a goal you have for yourself this week. Maybe it's to practice your workout, or just to stay calm or remain focused on the positive, whatever you need for yourself this week. Just kind of call to mind a goal or maybe a feeling that you want to have. Breathing in and breathing out. From there, open your eyes and start to shake out your hands. Shake, shake, shake. Maybe bounce out your elbows. Breathing, bouncing out your shoulders. It's already catching on. People see me doing yoga and they're joining in. And then let that go and let's bring it into our shoulders. Start to roll your shoulders up and back. Checking in with your breath. It might feel good sometimes to exhale through your mouth. So breathe into your nose and maybe exhale, just sigh out your mouth. We'll do 3 more in this direction. And if you have any limitation in your shoulders, you can always do this movement with your arms as well. And from there, we're just going to change the direction of our circles a few times, letting your shoulders move in the opposite direction. Rolling your shoulders up and back. Nice job, everybody. 3 more times, just like this. And then we'll take it into our elevator breath. So inhale, lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, drop with a sigh. 3 more. Inhale, lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, drop. Last 2. Inhale, lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, drop. Last time. Inhale, shoulders, ears. Exhale, drop. Good job. Now letting your shoulders hang heavy, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, let one ear reach towards your shoulder. So your ear is trying to kiss your shoulder. If your left ear is reaching towards your left shoulder, maybe take your hand on the left side and gently bring that ear closer to your shoulder. Breathing into the side of your neck that you're stretching. Everyone's looking good. 3 more nice deep breaths into the side of your neck that you're stretching. On an inhale, release your hand and slowly bring your chin back to center. Take an inhale and an exhale here. And then another deep inhale. And on your exhale, let your other ear reach towards your other shoulder. Using that hand on the same side, gently pull your ear closer to your shoulder. Let's breathe into the side of the neck that we're stretching. Really imagine as you inhale that you're breathing into the side of your neck that you're stretching. One more deep breath. And then on an inhale, release your hand. And then an exhale, slowly bring your chin back to center. Let's all take a nice deep inhale and exhale here. And then take a nice inhale. As you exhale, look down towards your belly button. So bringing your chin into your chest, clasp your fingers together and gently place your hands on the back of your head. Taking an inhale and an exhale. Bring your chin in closer towards your chest. So you're using your hands to gently bring that chin in towards your chest. Once again, as you inhale and exhale, this time imagine you're breathing into the back of your neck that you're stretching. Then on your next inhale, push your head into your hands and reach your chin up to the sky like a flower reaching up towards the sun. Big inhale. As you inhale, imagine that your elbows are reaching away from you. Deep breath here. One more inhale. As you exhale, stretch your arms up to the sky like you're taking a morning stretch. And then exhale, slowly melt your arms by your side. Grabbing onto the back of your chair. Inhale, puff your chest forward like you're the front of a boat. So you're like, I think it's the bow, right? The front of the boat. Reach your chest forward, open up. I should know that. And then come back to the center, let it go. Let's bring our hands out in front of us, bend your thumbs, and then allow your fingers to reach over, making fist, and let's circle out our wrist. Breathing in and breathing out. Circling your wrist in one direction. And we'll do both. And then circling our wrist in the opposite direction. Now let's kind of spread and squeeze our hands like we're saying ta-da. So now we're going to spread our fingers. Nice job. Make sure you're breathing. We'll do this 3 more times. Great job. Now with one hand, imagine you're saying stop, then turn your fingers down, and like Spider-Man, let's push our fingers back and imagine you're spraying out your spider webs there, Spider-Men and Spider-Women. Once more, breathe into your wrist. Breathe into the part where you feel the stretch. From there, we're going to take our other hand, put out your stop sign, turn your fingers down, and let's pull those fingers back. Inhaling and exhaling, feeling the stretch. Keep breathing, keep stretching. One more deep breath here. And we'll let that go. Shake out our hands, our wrists once more. All right, and then on an inhale, let your arm come out to the side and then reach your arm across your body and let's squeeze it in. If you want some more nice wrist circles, you can always circle your wrists. One thing you want to think about in this pose is if you have your shoulder kind of jacked up towards your ear, see if you can relax that shoulder as you squeeze it in. 3 more deep breaths here. You should be able to hear your breath on the back of your throat like that ocean wave. All right, on another inhale, stretch both arms out. And on an exhale, squeeze your other arm into your body, circling that wrist. Listening to your breath. Let's do 3 more deep breaths here. And on your next inhale, spread your arms. And exhale, float your arms by your side. So now we're going to just do a few stretches with our feet. And if you don't have access to your legs, you can always do the same stretches with your arms. And then we'll move into a little meditation. So squeeze one knee in towards your body. And then on an exhale, kick that leg out in front of you and circle your ankle, or you can circle your wrist. You can do both for a little double stretch. Circling our wrist in one direction. And then circling in the opposite direction. Breathing in, pointing and flexing that foot. And then spreading and squeezing those toes. On your next inhale, bend that knee, give it a squeeze in towards your chest. And then exhale, place it back on the floor. Maybe shake out your legs a little bit. Shake out your arms if you're just doing it on your arms, and then we'll do the other side. Take an inhale, squeeze your knee in, and on an exhale, kick your leg out. Let's circle our ankle in one direction, and then circle your ankle in the opposite direction. Breathing in, breathing out, pointing and flexing your foot, and then spreading and squeezing your toes. On an inhale, bend your knee, squeeze it in towards your body. And on an exhale, place your foot back on the floor. With both feet on the floor, you're going to kind of come up onto your tippy toes a few times. You could always do that same movement with your arms. And then we're going to rock back onto our heels. Good job. All right. So to prepare for a little meditation, hopefully my background isn't too noisy. We'll just kind of rub our head and massage your neck, squeezing down one arm, rubbing on the inside of your palm, and then squeezing down your other arm, massaging the inside of your hand. Taking 2 fingers on each hand, just rub across that forehead. Maybe circle on the sides of your eyes, your temples. And then draw down your beard line. Breathing as you push on your mustache line. Maybe up your cheekbones. And then let it go. Maybe shake out your hands. Allow your palms to rest, palms up if you want a little bit of extra energy, or palms down if you want a little bit more relaxation. Wherever you are, close your eyes or look down at the floor as you focus on your breath. So without trying to change or force your breath, just notice your breath. Notice the parts of your body that move on an inhale. Noticing the parts of your body that soften and relax on an exhale. Paying attention to the sound of your breath. So even if there's any distracting noises outside of your breath, see if you can focus on the sound of your breath on the back of your throat. Maybe even noticing the temperature of your breath as it enters into your nose or your mouth. Breathing in and breathing out. Focusing on your breath. And for this meditation, just noticing how we can really focus on our breath if maybe we attach a word to our breath. So focusing on your own breath, each time you breathe in, say inhale. And each time you exhale, just repeat to yourself, exhale. See how many times you can do that before you get distracted by your thoughts. So let's all try on our own. Your eyes closed. Each time you inhale, saying inhale to yourself. And each time you exhale, say exhale. Focusing on your breath. Letting your breath relax your body. And in this relaxed state, just reminding yourself that no matter what's going on around you, no matter where you are, you can always find that peace within by focusing on your breath. Inhale and exhale. With your eyes still closed, place your hands over your heart. And with your hands over your heart, just repeat to yourself, I am peaceful. I am peaceful. I am calm. I am calm. And I am awesome. I am awesome. And then when you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers, maybe squeeze your hands a couple of times, opening your eyes, and I'll turn it over to some of our athletes for the rest of our Monday workout.
Wonderful. Everybody, again, let's give Coach Emily a round of applause, because what she did was not only lead us in the meditation and in getting our body to, again, just get more connected with our thoughts and with our intentions, but she also had to do that in a distracting place. Now you've seen that in the past. We've had times where we've been out and we've been in a situation that wasn't necessarily the best situation for doing fitness and wellness, that, that most people wouldn't think about. But what Coach Emily has shown, and in the past we've been at some of the surf competitions or some of these events out here where there's been distractions going on, in staying focused and keeping yourself kind of in your track for your workout. When it comes to your time that you're focusing on yourself, you have to prioritize some of that. You have to make sure that you're doing it and you're making sure that it's important, even if you're maybe in a distracting situation, or maybe like Coach Emily is getting her car worked on and is looking at the clock and thinking, oh my gosh, the car's not ready. And finding ways to adapt, finding ways to work with others, to be able to find a space, to be able to, again, not feel like she was making anybody else uncomfortable, but at the same time getting to share with all of us. I want everybody to kind of learn from that when you're thinking about sharing fitness and stuff too. It might not always seem like it's kind of, this is the best time to think about our health and wellness and maybe sharing a breathing exercise with somebody. But you might be in a situation with somebody and they're kind of maybe worked up, maybe they're feeling anxious, maybe somebody said something to them and it got them upset. And, that can always be frustrating. But maybe that's a great time for you to kind of say, hey, you know what, why don't we do a breathing exercise? Or why don't we let's do an exercise or two. Let's work on our balance, like with Nick. Maybe let's work on some movements or do a meditation, work on our thoughts. And that can kind of help ourselves to kind of, get through sometimes some of those tough moments and to still be on track with our goal of living that healthy, active lifestyle, with just always having ourselves thinking about our wellness and our health. And again, great job to Coach Emily. Again, that's like, shooting the free throws, and everybody, Ben knows about it. He likes that, and everybody's there. You're shooting the free throws and you got all the people behind the goal and they're waving all those big foam fingers and they're waving the big noodles and all that. And they're trying to distract the person shooting the shot. Has anybody ever seen that before with a sports athlete where people are trying to distract them? Well, what we're talking about here again is the same. It's being able to have distractions and staying focused. Coach Emily did a great job with that. And I saw a lot of you today did an excellent job. On Wednesday, it looks like we're going to be having Bernie and Byron. They're going to be joining us. I think Carla, she's got the 3-pound weights. Maybe we'll do a big leadership Wednesday workout. So if you're a team leader, if you want to be a leader, maybe you're at, AC Center right now. Maybe you're in ADC right now, and you're thinking, I would want to do a leadership too. On Wednesday, let's do it. Let's make Wednesday your day to get to step up and maybe lead us in anything you want, from doing like Bernie leads us in the jumping jacks. You can lead us in a breathing exercise or a stretch. Nick, he likes leading us in core exercises, but you can do anything. And if you have maybe something creative that you think the group would really love, let's share it. Let's kind of see what those new ideas are, because I bet a lot of you have some great ideas and some really great exercises. But we're out of time. Let's find out who our breathing motto closer is going to be. And again, great job to Coach Emily. Great job to Nick. He was on here earlier. Everybody, Ben, did you see earlier there was somebody on here, you probably didn't recognize the name, but it was one of the occupational therapy students from St. Augustine's Health Science. She was on here for some of the workout today.
I recognized that name. I was like, that looked familiar.
So yeah, everybody. So we have some really exceptional people who are joining us and really taking notice of what we got going on here. So let's get ready. We're going into kind of phase 3 is ramping up with TruFit here. And pretty soon we're going to be having Coach Anna. She's going to be joining us too to kind of teach us exercises. She participates in the wheelchair WOD CrossFit games, and she's an athlete in that activity. And she's going to be joining us as a coach. And then you all have already met Coach Tony. Coach Tony's also going to be joining us as a coach. So we're developing a little bit of a team here to start really getting ourselves out there and helping people. And I'm excited to have everybody on board for that. So what do we got for breathing motto, Ben?
What do you think, Shay? Let's have
Coach Emily.
Coach Emily and Coach Emily close us out. What do you think?
I like it. I could, just because I want everybody in the auto shop to hear this breathing motto too.
I agree. I think that I'll have to get extra loud, but I don't know. It's pretty late here, so they might be frustrated. But here, let's show them how we do it. Okay. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. Breathe out the sad. Breathe in your best. Breathe out your worst. Breathe in your power so you can reach your goals first. Woohoo! There we go. Number 1, you got it. I see that. Oh, thank you.
Great job, everybody. Again, thanks for being on here. Coach Emily, thanks for closing us out. Everybody on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. Again, great job to Carla, Lorraine, Nick, Ben, Bernie. Great job to Bernie. AC, wonderful job. Byron,